I caught them mid-laugh, her hand brushing his arm like it was the most natural thing in the world. My wife, Claire, 36, radiant in a black dress that hugged her hourglass figure curves I'd once traced with reverence, leaning into my rival, Ethan Caldwell, at the Waldorf Astoria's annual corporate gala in Manhattan. Her auburn hair cascaded over one shoulder, catching the chandelier light, and her green eyes sparkled with a mischief I hadn't seen in years. Ethan, 42, all sharp jawline and tailored Armani, smirked like he'd already won something I didn't know I'd lost. The clink of champagne glasses around me faded as my pulse hammered in my ears. Then I saw the way her fingers lingered on his sleeve, the subtle tilt of her hips toward him. It wasn't just flirting. It was a fucking transaction. I'm Jack Brennan, 38, a senior VP at Hudson Capital, a Wall Street shark who'd clawed his way up from a shitty apartment in Queens. Claire was my anchor, my trophy, my partner, so I thought. We'd been married 8 years. No kids, just ambition and a penthouse overlooking Central Park. That night, October 12, 2024, I realized the woman I'd built my life with was selling me out, body and soul, to the bastard who'd been gunning for my clients all year. The gala was a who's who of New York's financial elite, a room dripping with money and desperation. I'd been schmoozing a potential investor, some oil tycoon from Texas named Roy Grayson, when I spotted them across the ballroom. Roy, 55, a barrel-chested guy with a Stetson and a drawl, was mid-story about a rig explosion when my eyes locked on Claire. "You all right, son?" he asked, meaty hand clapping my shoulder. I muttered something about needing air and shoved my way through the crowd, my whiskey sloshing over the rim of my glass. Up close, it was worse. Claire's laugh, high, melodic, the one she used to charm boardrooms, rang out as Ethan whispered something in her ear. I stopped 10 feet away, hidden by a gaggle of suits, and watched her toss her head back, exposing the long, creamy line of her neck. She was stunning, all legs and confidence, a goddess in stilettos, and she was giving it all to him. "Jack!" A voice jolted me. It was Mia Torres, 29, my junior analyst, petite, with dark curls and a runner's build, sharp as a tack. She'd been trailing me all night, pitching ideas for a merger. "You look like you're about to punch someone," she said, her brown eyes narrowing. I didn't answer, just jerked my chin toward Claire and Ethan. Mia followed my gaze, and her lips parted. "Oh shit. Yeah," I growled, downing the rest of my drink. "Oh shit." The night unraveled fast. I didn't confront them, not yet. I needed proof, something concrete to shove in her face. So I played the game, smiled through gritted teeth, and let the gala spin on. Roy dragged me into a circle of investors, his booming laugh cutting through the haze. Mia stuck close, sensing blood in the water, tossing out stats to impress the old boys club. All the while, I tracked Claire and Ethan, her coy glances, his hand grazing her lower back as they slipped toward the terrace. I followed, weaving past waiters and drunk execs, the cool night air hitting me as I stepped outside. They were by the railing, Manhattan's skyline glittering behind them. Claire's voice floated over, low and conspiratorial. "Ethan, if we land this, it's a clean sweep. Jack's too stubborn to pivot, he'll never see it coming." "Sweetheart," Ethan purred. "With you on my side, he's already fucked." Then he leaned in and she didn't pull away. Their lips met, hungry, urgent, her hands sliding up his chest. My stomach lurched. 8 years of marriage, and she was trading me for a deal. I could have stormed over, smashed his smug face into the concrete. Instead, I turned back inside, found Mia at the bar, and hissed, "I need you to dig. Everything on Caldwell accounts. Meetings, anything with Claire's name on it." She nodded. No questions, just a flicker of pity in her eyes. The next week was hell. I barely slept, replaying that kiss, her words. Mia delivered emails, late-night calls logged on Claire's work phone. A paper trail of betrayal. Claire had been feeding Ethan intel on my clients, my strategies, all to secure a merger that'd make her VP at his firm, Caldwell Associates. And the kicker? A hotel receipt from the Four Seasons, dated 2 months back. She wasn't just screwing me over, she was screwing him, too. Friday night, I confronted her in our penthouse. She was in a silk robe, legs crossed on the couch, sipping a martini blonde highlights framing her face. Her body still a knockout despite the venom I now saw beneath it. "Claire," I said, voice steady. "How long you been fucking Ethan?" Her glass froze halfway to her lips. "What? Don't play dumb." I tossed the receipt on the coffee table. 4 Seasons. September 8th. Ring a bell. She stood, all poise and defiance, her robe slipping to reveal a sliver of thigh. "Jack, you're paranoid. It's business. Business," I barked, stepping closer. "You're whoring yourself out for a corner office. And I'm the idiot who didn't see it." Her eyes flashed. "You think you're so noble? You live for this game, sacrificing everything, me included. Ethan sees my worth. You don't." "Worth?" I laughed, bitter. "You're a goddamn traitor. I gave you everything, this life, this home, and you spread your legs for him." She slapped me hard. "Fuck you, Jack. I did what I had to. You do the same." I grabbed her wrist, not tight, just enough to stop her. "No, Claire. I wouldn't sell my soul or my marriage for a deal." I let go, stepped back. "Get out." She didn't cry, didn't beg. Just packed a bag and left, her heels clicking on the hardwood like a death knell. The door slammed, and I was alone. Monday, the office buzzed. Word spread Claire had jumped ship to Caldwell's firm, taking 2 of my biggest clients with her. Ethan strutted into a board meeting like a king, smirking across the table. "Jack," he said, voice dripping with mock sympathy, "you really should have kept a closer eye on her." I lunged, but Roy there for the merger talks caught my arm. "Easy, son," he muttered. "He ain't worth it." Mia, at my side, slid me a folder dirt on Ethan's shady offshore accounts. "Use this," she whispered. "Burn him." I didn't. Not yet. Revenge could wait. That night, I sat in my empty penthouse, whiskey in hand, staring at the city lights. Claire was gone, my trust shattered, my career teetering. But something else gnawed at me. Had I pushed her to this? Years of late nights, missed dinners, chasing the next big win. Had I lost her long before Ethan? A text buzzed. "Mia, you okay?" I didn't reply. Instead, I poured another drink, wondering if I'd file for divorce, fight for the clients, or just walk away. The skyline offered no answers, just a cold, glittering void. Claire might have sold me out, but I wasn't done. Not yet. The game wasn't over, it was just getting started.